Yeah, there. Devin Booker was Coke, Butter, Cheese, and Night. If you've been watching his channel, you know when he get that nickname when he efficient and he out there he giving 50 balls, efficient 50 balls, Coke, Butter, Cheese. He was out there. He was, and if I'm a Pelican fan, like I absolutely hate this nigga. I'm like, bro, I can't stand Devin Booker. Every time he coming to town, he giving us 50, and I feel like Devin Booker got certain teams that I feel like he go crazy against. It's the Pelicans, it's the Kings, Clippers to a certain degree. Who else is in there? Chicago is in there. So I feel like it's just certain teams. Whenever he see them specifically, like he just absolutely positively go crazy. I have no idea why that is. Maybe it's a backstory. Maybe they were supposed to draft him. I don't know. But it just like I said, especially when he see the Pelicans, it's just 50, like minimum 50. So he gave him 53 or 52 tonight, but I still do stand on what I was saying about in regards to 50-point games on this team. And in regards of, I feel like nobody on this team should be scoring 50, 60, 70 points or whatever a game because I feel like there's too much talent on this team. And if you watch this game, I feel like today's game is a perfect example of why like we don't need that. You know what I mean? Like I get it. We won tonight. It's cool tonight, but is it worth it? You know what I mean? Book scored 50, but everybody else went absolutely positively cold. And we almost like it was looking real spooky. I was about to get real. This podcast would have went a whole different way if we'd have lost this game. Because I feel like today was a must-win game for sure for just seeding purposes. And then on top of that, like Book dropped 50 and we lose another, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this podcast would have went way different. But just if you watch this game and you seen it was slipping, shit was looking real spooky. They cut it to I think 7 at one point in the fourth quarter. So ain't no telling what would have happened. And if I was Willie Green, I feel like I would have kept that defensive unit out there just a little bit longer because I feel like they are the ones that really got them to get back in the game, and then they pulled them out, and then you put in CJ and Valanciunas started throwing up dumb shit, and then it just got real stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Like you start fouling Zion, he can't make his free throw, so that was essentially the game. You know what I mean? Like if they'd have shot more threes or whatever, then this might have went different. But watching this Pelicans team though, I can't say going back to the 2020-21 run that the Suns had, I feel like I can say with confidence now that the defense was definitely Willie Green. You know what I mean? Just the way that they came out and they switched, or like when they did double book and how they recovered and shit like that, like it was very reminiscent of how the Suns used to look. And I was like, okay, like that's what Willie Green took with him when he left Monty like that. Even though like I said, Book dropped 50. It wasn't really a bad defensive night. Like Book just made tough shots. That's just what it was. Like he just made like he just a difficult shot maker. That's just like his game. You know what I'm saying? To a degree. And so it wasn't like it was bad defense and they blown coverages. It was a couple where he just got to the hole a little bit too easy and shit like that. But I feel like for the most part, they made him work for it. And a lot of that shit was like late in the shot clock, which I feel like as a defender, I can kind of take a little bit. You know what I mean? To a degree. But back to the Suns, like I said, I feel like this is tonight is the prime reason on why I feel like nobody should be dropping 50. Like nobody should be dropping 60. I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like it looked good, it feel good, you know what I'm saying, just to be a part of it. Like I get all of that shit. But it just throw everybody too off. You know what I mean? Like KD was off like a motherfucker. He went finished 20 points, 7 to 19, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. You know what I'm saying? He was just off, like just missing wide open shit. And it's just like it's so crazy because it seemed like in the perfect world, one person of the big three or the all stars or whatever, the stars of the team can go off and everybody can still kind of come along. But I feel like since the two can't happen, then we kind of gotta like leave it. You know what I mean? And I feel like Book was. I appreciate that he took over in the fourth quarter because I feel like in that fourth he was trying to be real passive in the sense of like, okay, like they doubling me, they doubling, tripling me. So it's like y'all got wide open looks, take them. And it seemed like didn't nobody either didn't want to take them or they was missing the motherfuckers. Like it was a couple of them. Grayson Allen passed up, Eric Gordon passed up. You know what I'm saying? Nurk passed up, and I was just like, somebody shoot the fucking ball. You know what I mean? Like, and I hate that with this team because it's just like we overpass, and that's the reason why we turn the ball over so much. Like, in my opinion, outside of just like the sloppy, just bringing the ball, trying to set up the offense, turnovers. Like, I feel like we overpass, and that's like one of the main sources on why we are like what we are in the turnover department. So I felt like tonight, though, the positives, I felt really good about the offense and just like how it looked. Like it was a good flow to it. We actually ran sets. I could see like, oh shit, they running plays, and oh shit, they trying to get this guy over, and oh shit, they trying to get Grayson, oh shit, they, you know what I'm saying, trying to attack the mismatch with Nurk and shit like that. So today the offense looked a lot more intentional. And I seen something with Katie saying like, "Oh, he likes or like this offense is sporadic." Fuck no, I hate that because it's just like we need to be intentional about everything that we doing because in a fantasy world or in like a utopia, yes, it would be awesome for this team to be like sporadic and it's just like all right, hot potato type shit where it's just like whoever got it just go. But it seemed like right now, as we are as a team, like we can't afford to do that. So we need to be very intentional about the shit we do out there, especially offensively. Defensively, we look good tonight. It gave me a little bit of hope in a sense of if we ever did run into a finals matchup of Giannis again. Because I feel like Suns fans, we kind of got that PTSD where it's just like when we play guys like Zion and Giannis and like, you know what I'm saying, the MBs and shit like that, it's just like, how do we defend them? Because I feel like that was the main reason why we lost. Like teams that can be physical and take our lunch and they got that one dude over there that's just like unstoppable in the paint. So I feel like the way and how we play Zion tonight, it gave me a lot of encouragement in regards to like Frank Vogel and it's just like when it's I guess when we're planning for one guy specifically because I liked how we played him. Yeah, so shit was real good defensively tonight up into that fourth quarter, but I feel like that's just us. Like we're just a bad fourth quarter team. But outside of that, a dub is a dub. We need all these motherfucking dubs that we can get. I wish that, like I said, we had a better night from the bench today, but it seemed like everybody just kind of like just mailed it in after we was up damn near 30. And like I said, we almost smoked that. So shit could have got real ugly. I wish Bol would have got a little bit more run tonight because I feel like he could have helped defensively, at least change, if not block some of those Zion shots to the hole and shit like that. So, but all in all, it was a good dub, man. It was a good start to finish ass whooping. I'm not gonna lie, I missed like maybe like the first, like a chunk of the first quarter. Like when I came in, it was like 30-18 and shit like that. Because I feel like everybody is kind of watching that LSU versus Iowa, and so I was a little bit distracted going back and forth between the games. But then after it seemed like all right, like that shit was over with. I went on there, and then like I said, Book was just going crazy, and so yeah, a win is a win, a dub is a dub, and hey, we need another one. We got to play them one more time, I think, on Thursday or some shit like that, or like somewhere down the line. So we play them again. So hopefully we whip that ass one more time because we need all of them. Because like I said, standings right now is looking real tricky and finicky. So I'm not going to jump into that right now because it could change tonight. So till next time, man. Peace.